What is up, Need for Speed racers? It is I, your wheelman, Alex Cornnut, and we're here with the A+ Skyline. This car is awesome. 1971, as we do. It literally feels like the S version of this car, which is God tier, without it's missing one gear, but it's still just as fast. It's a rocket ship. I had Cube's build on this from a ways back, and I never really revisited it because I kind of thought he had it optimized. But my man Nil, as he does, was going through some of our cars and going through some of the builds and just touching them again, see what he could come up with, and was very giddy. He's like, Alex, you're going to love this. You are going to love this. And I love things that I love, right? So I was very excited to see it coming. And as soon as I built it, I was blown away. This car dominates S+. It pulls just as hard as the S version does. It walks away from everything. The only caveat that I can find with this is the top speed is not, 200 mile an hour like some other cars in the class, like our Testarossa. But it does 173, no problem, which is plenty fast. There are 2 speed races where this car will take the loss just because they're highway rolls and the car just doesn't do it. But everywhere else, on every other track, Corner King, in town, you name it, this thing slaps. Let's get into it. Big shout out to my man Nil. This thing is awesome. I'm so happy to have it. For the engine we're running on this one, you guys, we are running the 2.9 liter V8, just like in the other build. For the parts, you're running Gold Super Induction. You're running Silver Pro ECU. You're running Silver Pro Fuel System. You are running Gold Super Exhaust System. You're running Gold Super Roots Supercharger. You're running Bronze Sport Nitrous. You're running Elite Platinum Road Suspension. You're running Basic Iron Brakes. You're running Elite Platinum Grip Tires. Bronze Iron Clutch. You are running the Pro 6-speed Silver Transmission. You're running the Elite Platinum Differential. We're doing micro drifting, you guys, so we've gone on to Nitrous Drift, Nitrous Grip. You're getting boost all over the place. It's awesome. I'm still working on my video with Cube on how to do micro drifts. I've reworked it twice. I'm still not happy with the way that I'm presenting. And so I want to try to put something out that is very easy to understand, but also tips and step-by-step process so you guys can just grab it, analyze it, and implement it immediately. If I just show you a bunch of micro drifts, that's not going to make you have the knowledge to micro drift. So I'm still working on that. Just know it's coming, you guys. Know it's coming. For the handling, we are 80% grip, full Beyonce on this one. As far as it'll go to the left. Steering sensitivity, I'm running all the way low. That's one tip that I received from Cube and a couple of the other guys. For micro drifts, if you run the steering sensitivity all the way down, it makes it so when you implement that turn, it makes it a little easier. But I'll go through that later when we do the micro drift video. Downforce, all the way high or one click down from high. Anywhere else is 270, so you got to be the last 2 clicks of the high end. I'm as low as you can go without dipping into 270, so it's 4 clicks from middle. So if you're at the middle, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's where I'm living. Traction control is off. Drift entry, brake tap. It's for those micro drifts. That is going to give you the Nissan Skyline 1971 A269. Top speed of 173, horsepower 548, max torque 537. Quarter mile doesn't matter. 0 to 60 doesn't matter. I will beat that to the ground. 0 to 60 doesn't matter. You do it one time, and if you get a super start, the 0 to 60 time is completely wrong. Like, that number is not real. Same kind of deal with quarter mile times. If you get a perfect start, a quarter mile is factored from a standing start. You don't ever do a standing start except for at the beginning of the race, and if you get a perfect start, quarter mile time is not real. This car pulls really hard. It accelerates like a champion. It's easier to drive than the S version because it's not carrying so much horsepower and torque, and so it turns a little better. This is awesome. If you even kind of like the S version, the God tier car that I've got, this is better. If you can't win in this car, you can't win in any car, period. This is one of the best A+ cars that I've got my hands on. Nil worked really hard on it, and I tried to tweak and change and improve, and I really was not able to improve on the formula. It's truly solid. I've got some gameplay footage after this. I had like 12 races that I shot that I won all of them, and they were all really good races, so I had trouble kind of picking which ones to bring you guys, but I've got a couple good ones to choose from. I wanted you guys to see how good this car performs. Thank you so much for hanging out. Please like, subscribe, follow, click the button, leave a comment, do all the things, you guys. I'm thankful for you. You're helping me grow. It is a partnership. Come and join the Cornnut crew. Come and hang out on the Discord. Today, we had 11 people in there on the Discord, all racing on the same server, having a great time. We weren't even live streaming. We were just hanging out, having fun, shooting gameplay footage, just getting it out. It's what we do. We have a great time. We talk some stuff, but it's just good vibes all the way around. And we got people from Egypt. We got people from Korea. We have people from Ireland, the Netherlands, Germany, Europe, America, all over, Canada, Mexico. You name it. There's not a part of the globe that we're not touching. We've got one dude out in Hawaii, too. So we're everywhere, you guys. Doesn't matter where you're at. Come and hang out. We'd love to have you. You don't have to be able to speak with us on comms to be able to interact with us and have a good time. Thank you guys so much. I'm Alex Cornnut, your wheelman. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. First and foremost, Lakeshore Remix. This is a fun track. Ends on the racetrack, which is always good. We launched this car in 5th gear, so keep an eye on that, you guys. For those of you automatic players, just make sure you're getting that perfect launch. This car is fantastic to drive. Boom, great launch. We're just using all of our nitrous and running up the gears, staying in oncoming to build up our nitrous. So we're going to continue to do that, just building our blue bar, getting as much NOS as we can. Going to drift in, and I'm doing a little micro drift here, and for some reason I thought I could go through those trees. Apparently not. So we lose some positions there, and now we got to play chase, but that's okay. I want you guys to see the catch-up ability of this vehicle, because it is quite good. So once again, we're in oncoming to try to build up as much of our NOS as we can. Trying to get nice grip turns so that way we can get some boost. Just going through it, cutting through the billboard to cut through the gas station. I thought I was going to die on the gas pump, so I sharp turned to the left. That put me way offline, so now I've lost even more space to Warzeth out front. But it's all good. We're going to work really hard and try to track him down. So we're now running up, coming up on top speed for this car. 6th gear, getting a little out of shape. This was a very insane race for me, but at the end of the day, that's okay. I show it to you because I want you to see that I'm not out here just running perfect lines, and that even if you do fall back, don't get discouraged. Just keep running, you guys, because the race isn't over until it's over. I drift in there, use my boost to go through the grass, try to maintain as much speed as possible. Same kind of deal there. And now we're back in the running. I was trying to draft him to get the yellow boost going. We're building that up. Going to use our nitrous. I'm going to try to do a drift turn here. It gets a little aggressive, and I saw that my line was going to take me into the pillar, so steered out of it. Going to use our 2-bar yellow boost. Now we're accelerating. Everything's looking great. We're side by side with our boy here. He's one of my friends, so we were getting very aggressive with one another, and that's how we do. So that Testarosa's got some real legs on it, that's for sure. The car's very fast. Boost through the corner. Help us accelerate there. We're going to boost through this corner. Boom, accelerate. Maintain that speed. And just using our boost to maintain grip turns to get another bar of boost to get more grip turns. And we just chain everything together so that way we can get ahead. Overall, really, really great. This car is very fun. It is very fast. 173 with a top speed on this car is really quite good. Drifter's Delight at nighttime. Always a fun track. A lot of tight corners. You'll actually get to see how this car handles on the twisties. And so we'll see how we do here. Nil is also driving this car, and so we're getting it together. I didn't get a chance to get into 5th, so we launched in 4th. Car does fine in 4th gear, does fine in 5th gear, either gear. Nil launched in 5th, so he got a very good launch there. We got a little bit better yellow boost getting out of that, so we're going to use it. Drift in, just trying to accumulate boost as much as possible with a grip turn. Use it to get back up to speed, using all the NOS as well. Staying in oncoming to try to build up our NOS. Right there, we're going to get a grip turn and a regular turn. That's why we had 3 bars of boost. It came a little late, so I used it as soon as we got it and then had to hit the e-brake immediately, so that was a little bit of a bummer. But right there, we got a nice grip turn, using all of our NOS as well to accelerate. Now we're building up a good lead. We're drifting. I got a little too aggressive with the drift, and so it canceled our grip turn halfway through that. Otherwise, we would have got 3 bars of boost. I am pointing the car with e-brake and then using the throttle to kind of determine the angle. So you'll see that once the car is kind of set, I try to maintain that angle throughout the rest of the corner. So we e-brake in and then just grip out whatever that angle is. So that one was a little tighter, but instead of adjusting, I just power through it and set the car and keep going. Right there was 2 e-brake turns because I didn't set it good enough the first time, so I adjusted. I'm really pointing the car with e-brake and then using the throttle and boost to kind of accelerate out of the corners as needed. We don't have any NOS, we don't have any boost, so we're just staying in oncoming, trying to drift a little bit. There we go, there's our 3 bar. Let's go. Drift in, keep it nice and tight here, and then use that boost to get out. Not optimal, not a super crazy race by any means, but at the end of the day, this car is very good, it is very fast, and it is very fun to drive. This is a great entry-level way to get into the S-Class. If you can handle this one, you'll graduate into the S-Class version very well. Alright, for our last race, we're running against the Cornnut crew as we do. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet. That helps me out a lot. Shows other people the video as well. I have got a D-Gen line I take on this race. It's insane. We're launching in 4th gear, using all of our NOS to get up to speed. Tucking in behind Nil. Launching this car in 5th gear is optimal. I hadn't really settled on that just yet, so that's why Nil was getting such a better launch than us, because he was launching in 5th. But we are in the same build, so just the difference between 4th and 5th right there is the example of how far ahead he got. So gear selection is important, you guys. We're staying in oncoming to get as much NOS as possible. Go off the jump to build up our boost. Tuck up along the side to get a couple extra parked cars. And then just go a little wide, set it in, drift, use all of the boost to accelerate again. We are cooking. As you can see, other than Nil, who is in the same car, we are just light years ahead of everybody else. Tried to split the oncoming traffic to get a double near miss plus be in oncoming, but that didn't work out. The traffic that we screwed up also caused Nil to crash, so we were able to maintain our lead. You'll always see me trying to tuck up against the cars that are parked, so that way you can get those near misses to keep filling that boost bar. Now, take a look as we come into this. I'm in oncoming, I'm building up the NOS. There's the near misses. Watch what ends up happening. I get on there, get airborne off the curbs, stick it through the gas station, and still manage to pull out just fine. That is an adapt or die kind of move. It wasn't my intent at all, but I'm not going to complain about it. It worked out pretty well. Not a normal line you'll see through there, but it's all fun. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.